And House Speaker Sonny Belmonte is confident that the Senate will support the proposed amendments to economic provisions of the Constitution. That's when the resolution authored by the Speaker is approved at the lower chamber. More from Freddie Abando.
Although time may be running out for Congress to pass Resolution Number 1, which proposes amendments to restrictive economic provisions of the Constitution, Speaker Feliciano Belmonte is confident he has the support of the Senate leadership once it is approved in the House. Approval will require a 3/4 vote of all the members in the House. That's 217 of all the 291 members. In the Senate, it will only require 18 of its 24 members. 3 are in detention for charges of plunder.
I was amazed to find Senator De Ron claiming that he has the numbers. If only we will pass it. So that also means something, because I just assumed, how can you, three senators, at least one of these 3 senators are in favor of it. See, because this whole idea was an idea of Senate President Eville and myself when we were the heads of the 2 chambers. And when I proposed to him the exact lettering which came from Justice Ascuna. He immediately said, hey, that's the simplest thing to do.
Resolution Number 1 provides for the insertion of the phrase, as may be provided for by law, to empower Congress in the future to initiate reforms of the restrictive provisions of the Constitution. The President of the Philippine Constitutional Association, Congressman Martin Romualdez, supports the Belmonte resolution, which will allow land ownership for foreigners, their entry to industries controlled by Filipinos, to include media and advertising, public utilities and infrastructure, plus education. Romualdez stressed it's a must for these reforms to be initiated to enhance the country's competitiveness to attract foreign direct investments. However, the chairman of PhilConsa, Attorney Lazaro, stressed amending the Constitution through legislation may be questioned before the Supreme Court, since the mode for amending the Charter are through a Constituent Assembly, Constitutional Convention, and People's Initiative. Speaker Belmonte said foreign investments will provide additional resources to sustain economic and inclusive growth. The President's Chief Economic Advisor, Secretary Arsenio Balisacan, stressed reforms in the economy are a must for long-term growth for the Philippines.
We feel that in keeping with the times, it's a global nation, and to harmonize our constitution with best practices internationally, we'd like to look at the economic provisions, with respects to ownership of land, because that's one of the main stumbling blocks for investments. So we would like to revisit that, and I think the Speaker has some ideas on how to approach it. We'd like to discuss that in Congress and get it through.
But what they did in the House is they just pass it just like an ordinary bill. They don't do that. Both houses should meet together, the House and the Senate, and then jointly propose for the amendment. And then they vote the vote required by it.
But you're in favor of the amendments to the economic. Why?
Why not? We are lagging behind in foreign investment.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.